So the focus for today class will be Ohm's law and grouping of resistances. All right. So we'll discuss Ohm's law, then we'll discuss grouping of resistances. All right. So however, this seems there are only two topics, but they're very, very important, and you can say it will take minimum two to three classes to complete all of them. All right. But don't worry, they're not that tough. They can be handled very, very easily. I'll try to make it very simple. Okay. Before moving forward to Ohm's law, let us try to find out relation between current density and drift velocity. All right. So try करते हैं solve करने का इसको. First of all, tell me what is current density? I divided by A. If uniform current flows through a cross section area of capital A, then current density will be I divided by A. ठीक है. But to get the relation between current density and drift velocity, let me consider a column of a conductor. Consider this is a conductor. In this conductor, I am considering this is the cross section through which the current or the charges will flow. So our point of or the consideration cross section is this one. All right. So electrons can flow through it in this way. Imagine or consider number of free electrons. This will be given to you. Okay. Number of free electrons per unit volume is, let us say, small n. This value is known to you. Depending on the material, this value will change. So consider for this conductor, for this material, as we are talking about, this n value is given to you. The drift velocity is Vd, that is also known to you. Now, if I ask you to find out the number of free electron crossing this cross section, in dt time, tell me what will be the answer. How will you find this value? Question क्या ध्यान से सुनो, बहुत ही आसान है. Number of free electrons that will cross this cross section in dt time. Time क्या छोटा सा एक time लिया. So what will be the number of free electrons that will cross this cross section in dt time? What will be the answer? How will you get it? Can I say that it can be written as number of free electrons available to the left of cross section up to a distance of Vd into dt. Can I say that? Question क्या है फिर से देखो. Number of free electrons crossing the cross section in dt time. I can say this will be equal to the number of free electrons that will be available to the left of cross section, up to a distance of Vd into t. All right. Because up to this, let us say this is distance Vd into t. Let me give that distance. This is, let's say, Vd into dt. So this is that distance. Can I say in time dt, if velocity is Vd, in time dt, all these electrons, these are the farthest one, they will cross it for earliest, but they will cross at the end, right? So can I say in dt time, all these electrons which will lie in between these two cross sections, they will cross through this cross section. All right. So I can easily say that number of free electrons available to the left of cross section up to a distance of Vd into t will be equal to the number of free electron which will cross this cross section in dt time. Let me draw a cross section here as well. Okay. Now, how will I get this? What is the number of electrons that is available in between these spaces? कैसे निकालेंगे बच्चा लोग? Can I say in the data it is given to us as number of free electrons per unit volume is small n. That means number of electrons per unit volume is small n. If the area of this is given to us as area of this is, let's say, A. Area is given to you as A. So can I write this as number of free electron will be equal to n into, this is what, number of electrons per unit volume. If I multiply the volume here, I'll get the total number. Tell me what is the volume of this part. Tell me bachalo, what is the volume of this space? What will be the volume? Come on guys. Yes, it will be a cylindrical form, right? So cross section area into the length of it. Cross section area is A, length is VD into DT. I can write A VD into DT. If I call this as this number of free electron is this one. If I ask you again now, tell me what is the total charge? What will be the charge equivalent to this? So charge flown through the cross section in dt time. Tell me what will be the answer. If I name that as dq, tell me bachalo, if I name that charge as dq, what will be the value of dq here? What should be the value of dq? Can I say multiply the charge of electron here? That will be the charge. Multiply charge of single electron here, that will be the total charge that will flow through the cross section, because this is the number of free electron. So what will be the total charge? Let me write total charge here for better clarity. Let me call this as total charge. All right, so what will be the total charge that will flow through that cross section in this small dt time? I will say number of electrons that is crossing that cross section into charge of one electron. If I put the value, can I say I can write this as n into E into A into VD into DT. Can I write like this? However, I should put a negative sign here, but I'm just talking about the total charge that will flow. I should put a negative sign here because charge of electron will be negative, right? Because I'm going to find out the current. So there in that current, I will not be talking about the negative or positive sign. I will just be talking about the magnitude. That is why I'm not considering the sign here. However, you should consider that. All right. Now tell me, if I ask you to find the total current flowing through it, tell me what will be the current. So what will be the current, bacha log? dq divided by dt, the charge flown in dt time. So what will be the answer according to this? Can I write this will be n into A into VD. dt will get cancelled. So n into E into A into VD. If I take A to the left hand side, can I write this as current density will be equal to J, and J is equal to I divided by A, and I divided by A will be equal to N E V D. Guys, click yes if you have understood this. Let me know if you have any doubt. Otherwise, please click yes if you have understood this. And this relation is very, very important. Relationship between the current density and drift velocity. ठीक है बच्चा लोग, कोई डाउट है तो पूछ लो. See, this is the simplest way to explain this part. ठीक है, this is the simplest way to explain this part. If you have any doubt, let me know. Otherwise, I'll go ahead. I'll proceed further. ठीक है, so everybody has understood. That's a good sign. Very good. चलो, तो please इसको याद रखना. Okay, please remember this. So the relation between J and VD will be J will be equal to N into E into VD. Okay. Total current is nothing but charge by time, bacha. Aishwarya, total current is nothing but total charge flown divided by the total time taken. What is the total charge that has flown? This is the total charge that has flown. Divided by what is the time taken? DT. So this DT and DT will get cancelled now. So I'll be left with NE into VD only. Aishwarya, got it? Current is charge by rate of flow of charge. So charge flown through the cross section is this one in time dt. So charge by time will be the current here. Got it, Aishwarya? Please respond. Chalo. So next, yeah. So related to these concepts, there are few numericals that I've added. So I expect you to solve these questions in the class. So try to get the answer for this question. Come on guys, try to get the answer for this question. Come on bachcha lo, बहुत ही आसान है. Just you have to just put the value, get the answer. You have to just put the value in the formula, I'll get the answer. If you don't want to calculate it, once you put the value na, just let me know that you have solved it. That's it. Anyway, I'll solve it. I'll give you the final answer. or you can give me the approximate answer. You can give me an approximate answer. What will be the answer? चलो बच्चा लोग जल्दी से सॉल्व करो. You have to calculate the drift speed of the electrons when 1 ampere of current exists in a copper wire of cross section 2 millimeter square. The number of free electrons in 1 centimeter cube is 8.5 into 10 to the power 22. All the values are given to you. You just have to use the formula. Come on guys, solve it. It's not that tough. Very, very easy, very, very elementary level question. Okay, how many of you have attempted this? Click yes or raise your hand. How many of you are done with this or at least attempted this? Yes, Samriddhi. Yeah, you have got it. Approximately, yeah, your answer is correct. That's a good sign. Very good. So many of you have raised your hand. Yes, Pritesh, correct. Aditya, yes, correct hai bacha. Yeah, so most of you have raised your hand. Till K, Kiran Kumar. Okay, that's a very good sign. Thank you guys. Very good. Keep it up. चलिए तो सॉल्व करते हैं. Okay. So we need to find the drift velocity, right? Current is known to us. Cross-section area is known to us. Small n is known to us. And E is also known to us, right? The charge. Can I say, I can write here, J is equal to I divided by A. And this will be equal to N into E into VD. So from here I can say VD will be equal to I divided by NE into A. VD will be equal to I divided by NE into A. So just put the value of I, N and E and A. So I का value कितना है? Let me move it further, थोड़ा सा leftward to get some space here. So I is equal to 1 ampere divided by. So 1 divided by. What is the value of N? 8.5 into 10 to the power 22. See, this is the first point. This is the first time you might commit mistake here in the calculation. See, if you see the question or if you see the data, it is the number of free electrons in 1 centimeter cube. If you're talking about SI unit, you have to convert this into SI unit. All right. So few of you will multiply 10 to the power, नीचे में 10 to the power 6 here. Or few of you will multiply 10 to the power minus 6 here. That will be wrong. होता क्या है? This is the number of free electrons per unit volume, and volume is in per centimeter cube. You have to convert that into meter cube. So 1 centimeter cube will be 1 into 10 to the power minus 6 meter cube. If you write 10 to the power minus 6 in the denominator, I can directly write 10 to the power 6 in the numerator also. So to get this part in SI unit, I can directly multiply 10 to the power 6 in the, like eventually in the denominator, but with 8.5. So this is what? This is the number of free electrons per unit meter cube, per unit volume. Okay, all right. Now, what is the value of small e? 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19. Into, what is the value of a? A कितना है बच्चा लोग? 2 millimeter square. तो लिखेंगे 2. 1 millimeter is equal to 10 to the power minus 3 meter. का square will be 10 to the power minus. Now, few of you जिनको भांग का असर होता है वो ऐसा करते हैं, because I have seen you doing that. Sir, 1 millimeter is equal to 10 to the power minus 3 meter. So 1 millimeter square will be equal to 10 to the power minus 3 का square into meter square. So it will become 10 to the power 6 meter square. And when I ask you, you say, sir, square करेंगे ना तो ये तो 6 हो जाएगा. Few of you do this also. Few of you do this also. Sir, square करना है ना, minus 3 का square will be 9. Will that be correct? पूरा blunder है, ठीक है? So please don't commit these kind of mistakes during calculation. 1 millimeter is equal to 10 to the power minus 3 meter. So 1 millimeter square will be equal to 10 to the power minus 6 meter square. All right? Yes. Now calculate it. So final answer जो मिलेगा वो मिलेगा 0.036 millimeter per second. How many of you have got this answer, guys? I'm hoping, I'm expecting most every one of you should get this answer. If not the calculation, but this part you should be getting correctly. If you have got this part correctly, 90% work is done. Now this you can aram se calculate. All right, bacha log. Chalo. Now let us move on to next question, which will be related to this only. Try to get the answer for this question. Let me clear the responses here. Come on guys, try to get the answer for this question. Find the current through a wire of cross section 2 millimeter square, density 10 to the power 4 kg per millimeter cube, atomic mass 100, and number of free electron per atom is 1 if drift velocity under an external electric field is 0.02 millimeter per second. चलिए फाइनल आंसर बताइए जल्दी से. Come on guys. प्रशांत नो, सही लिखा है मैंने. प्रशांत कैलकुलेट करो ना बच्चा, तुम्हें मिलेगा 10 to the power -3 करके मिलेगा. इवन आफ्टर कैलकुलेशन ना, जस्ट बिलीव मी ना, ऐसा क्यों तुम्हें मिलेगा 36 और ऐसा कुछ मिलेगा. या 0.036 into 10 to the power -3 meter per second. Can't I write this as millimeter? इसको मैं मल्टीप्लाई कर दूंगा 10 to the power 3 से. I'll get this. All right, no problem Prashant, it's okay. Okay, solve this bachcha. You can quote an approximate answer. You can give me an approximate answer. Come on guys, solve it. Acha, how many of you don't know how to find number of moles? Please be honest and click yes if you don't know how to find number of moles. Come on guys, how many of you don't know the meaning of number of moles or to calculate how to calculate number of moles? It's okay. I will not take your name. You can write that in the chat, or if you want to click yes, you can click yes also. I can see 1, 2. That's actually very sad, bacha. You should actually know it, okay? Anyway, I'll try to give you the basic formula for that, but try to revise that. Mole concept, the stoichiometry is very, very important for your chemistry. All right, now let me solve this, okay? I have given you enough time. Okay, now Meghna has answered. No, itna bada nahi aayega, bacha. I don't think so. I don't think you'll get current of order -23. Illa. Your answer is 6.4 into 10 to the power -23 milliampere. That means 10 to the power -26 ampere. That is very low, बहुत कम. I don't think that will be the answer. According to me, इतना बड़ा तो नहीं आना चाहिए. चलो, let me solve this, okay? इतना आ रहा है क्या? नहीं आएगा. ध्यान से देखो सब. अगर डेटा उतना खराब है, नहीं उतना नहीं आना चाहिए. देखता हूं, ठीक है, कैलकुलेट करके देखते हैं. So you have to find the current, right? We have to find the current. Okay, what are the data that we are having right now? Find the current. Cross section area is given to us, density is given to us, then atomic mass is given to us, number of free electron per atom is 1. That means in one atom number of free electron is 1. Okay, so if drift velocity is 0.02 millimeter per second, तो करंट कैसे निकालेंगे? तो फॉर्मूला मेरे को पता है, I divided by A, that is J, is equal to NE into VD. So I will write, I will be written as NEA into VD. I know the value of E आराम से, I know the value of A also, I know the value of VD also. Everything is given to us directly. E तो सबको पता ही है, but area is given to us, VD is given to us directly. How will you find the value of number of free electrons per unit volume? How will you find number of free electrons per unit volume? बताओ बच्चों लोग, how will you find number of free electrons per unit volume. Tell me guys, कैसे निकालोगे? See, very very simple. Can I say number of free electron in this case can be written as number of atom? Here in one atom number of free electron is 1, so I can आराम से say that number of free electrons will be equal to the number of atoms present in that wire. How will you find the number of atoms? हाँ देखो मेघना 1 नहीं दिया हुआ है ना. Is it given to you that number of free electrons per unit volume is 1? No. So number of free electrons will be written as, let me write this, n will be equal to number of, थोड़ा सा मैं comprehensive जा रहा हूं, number of free electrons divided by volume. Then I can write this as number of atoms also divided by volume. In this case only we can say number of free electron is equal to number of atom, because in one atom one free electron is there. Acha, how do we get the value of number of atoms? Can I write this as, if number of mole is x, then x into Avogadro number will be the number of atoms present, divided by volume is, let's say, v, so v. So n can be written as x into Na divided by v. Few of you will be saying, sir, केमिस्ट्री क्यों सर? केमिस्ट्री नहीं भैया, बेसिक है ये, ठीक है. बेसिक मोल कॉन्सेप्ट आपको पता होना चाहिए, अमाउंट ऑफ सब्सटेंस. नाउ हाउ डू यू फाइंड द नंबर ऑफ मोल्स? सो नंबर ऑफ मोल्स इज नथिंग बट मास डिवाइडेड बाय एटॉमिक मास. क्या होता है बच्चा? नंबर ऑफ मोल इज नथिंग बट मास डिवाइडेड बाय एटॉमिक मास. सो x कैन बी रिटन एज m डिवाइडेड बाय कैपिटल M into Na divided by v. आई एम गोइंग टू रिप्लेस दिस. इसको मैं इधर लाता हूं, इसको मैं इधर लाता हूं. Now tell me, what is this value? M divided by V. What is M divided by V? This is density. So I can write this as density into Avogadro number divided by capital M. Now tell me, how many of you have found out the value of small n like this? Click yes or raise your hand. How many of you have found the value of n as this? If you have done in this way, you must get the correct answer. Okay, now put the values. Let me add a page here. So now I can say I will be equal to n E A into VD. N can be written as rho Na divided by capital M into E into A into VD. What is the value of rho, bachcha log? 10 to the power 4. What is the value of rho? That is 10 to the power 4. किरण, I urge you यार, क्या मैं क्या नहीं, what are you saying किरण? Like थोड़ा सा ध्यान से देखो यार, please don't do this, please, I urge you, I request you. Can't I do like this? What is problem in this one? What is problem in this one? Tell me now. See, if you are going to ask me this kind of things, I'll disable the chat pakka yaar. I am just thinking about you guys ki I should be clearing your doubt if you are getting any, like instantly. That is why I'm like looking at the chat at a particular interval of time. But if I'll get this kind of query in the middle of it, then I actually get distracted. Yeah, I think of ki are you not concentrating enough or not? Okay. So you should not get this kind of doubt. If you are getting, please try to work it on yourself first. Nah? Then it will be better for you also. Otherwise, at the end, you will feel embarrassed about yourself. That what is going on, why am I not getting these things now? Okay, so try to work it out, few things, and if you still don't get it, then it's okay to ask me. Okay, chalo anyway. So rho is equal to 10 to the power 4 into what is Na? Na kya hai chalo? That is Avogadro number. What is the value of that? Now, if you don't know the value of Avogadro number, God helps. No one can help you. So 6.02 or फिर से 2 लाख सकते हो, but I'm just using 6.02 into 10 to the power 23. All right. Into what is the value of E bachcha log? 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 90. Now those who are getting the answer in the order of 10 to the power 25 or minus 28, they must now relate that they have got the incorrect answer. Into what is the value of A bachcha log? 2 millimeter square. 2 into 10 to the power minus 4. All right. Yeah, you can approximate. You can take the approximate value. No problem. Okay. Into what is the value of VD bachcha log? Tell me the value of VD. 0.02 millimeter per second. 0.02 millimeter per second divided by, what is the value of m? 100. ठीक है? So now you have to solve this. इसको solve करना है. देखो क्या कर रहा हूं मैं. 10 to the power 4 here. अच्छा, this was 0.02, right? This was 0.02, not 0.2. This was 0.02. Can I say this is 2 by 100? All right. Can I say this is 2 by 100? So I can actually cancel 10 to the power 4 100, and I can now write this as 2 only. ठीक है? Yes. So correct answer क्या मिलेगा? Correct answer, if you solve it, it will be approximately equal to 38.5 into 10 to the power minus 5 ampere. However, this is also very, very small, but yes, considering the data given, this will be the amount of current that will flow. समझ में आया बच्चा लोग? Yeah, it will be, what is that? Area क्या है? 10 to the power, okay. Area is 2 millimeter square. Yeah, so it will be 10 to the power 6 only. No problem. It will be 10 to the power 6. I thought of centimeter. हाँ, तब तो सही है, तब no problem. Guys, click yes if you have understood this. Immaterial, like ये calculation में कुछ problem नहीं होना चाहिए. Just tell me, did you understand this part or not? Because this was the important part here. Others तो everybody can do. Other तो बाकी सारी चीजें तो you have to put the value only. Tell me whether did you understand this part or not, whether you have understood this or not, because this is important here. Naren, कौन सा part? How many of you want me to repeat this? Let us have a vote for this. How many of you want me to repeat this part? How many of you want me to repeat this part? Okay, so many aliens have come with the blue hand. Okay, no problem. देखो, why am I saying you alien? Because पहली बार जैसा देख रहे हो तुम लोग. No problem. Anyway, don't worry. देखो बताता हूँ. We have to find the value of small n, right? Small n का value. What is small n? You have to think about this. Small n is the number of free electrons per unit volume. All right? Number of free electrons per unit volume. How will I get the number of free electrons? In the question, if you see, it is given to you as number of free electrons per atom is 1. That means for one atom, the number of free electrons available is 1. Now, do you know how many atoms are present here? It is not given to you. It's not given to you, right? But we do know how to find the number of atoms, right? So how will I get this number of atoms? We know that in 1 mole, और basic बता रहा हूं, अगर आपको ये भी नहीं पता है तो थोड़ा सा ध्यान देना. In 1 mole, tell me how many number of atoms will be present. बताओ बच्चा लोग. In 1 mole, how many elements are present? How many particles do you consider? The value of Avogadro number, right? कितना होता है बच्चा लोग? इसको बोलते हैं Na, और 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 atoms. So in 1 mole, these many atoms are present. Once I'll find out what is the number of mole for this one, I'll multiply that number of mole with this part. I'll get the total number of atoms. Because in 1 mole, if these many number of atoms are present, if I find out what is the total number of mole, I'll multiply the total number of mole here. I'll get the total number of atoms. And once I'll get this total number of atoms, I'll get what is the total number of free electrons here. Alright guys? Chalo. So how will I get this total number of mole? So number of mole is defined as mass of the substance divided by atomic mass. The first chapter, आपने केमिस्ट्री के फर्स्ट चैप्टर में पढ़ा होगा ये. Number of mole is what? Mass of the substance divided by atomic mass. So I have written this x as small m divided by capital M. तो यहाँ small m था divided by capital M. क्या करूं बच्चा? बताना पड़ता है. Into Na divided by V. Now I have just exchanged this place of m and V. So this m will be here and V has come here. What is mass by volume? That is nothing but density. So I have replaced small m by V as density. So rho NA by capital M. Now put the values, you'll get the answer. समझ में आया कि नहीं? Click yes if you have understood this. Hey, where did I write current density is equal to density? चेतन किधर? No problem, Atharva. Chetan, where did you get this current density is equal to density? अयो, ओ भाई साहब क्या कर रहे हो? मेरा दिमाग खराब क्यों कर रहे हो? They are not equal. They are completely different things. ठीक है? चलो, no problem. Now we'll talk about Ohm's law. ठीक है? Now we'll talk about, बाद में करेंगे, जो भी डाउट बाकी आपका है वो यही मुझे भी लग रहा है, Pratish, I have to do that. So we'll talk about these things. If you have any doubt, we'll discuss that after the class, okay? Because I have given you enough time in that question. Now let us move on to Ohm's law. Tell me how many of you know about this Ohm's law? पढ़ा है आपने? You have already studied this. You must have studied this. V is equal to IR. Right? यही था ना? V is equal to IR. You might have drawn a graph also. Have you drawn the graph? ग्राफ बनाए थे? Yes. कैसे बनाया था याद है? एक वोल्टमीटर एमीटर लिया था. You might have calculated the current for a particular potential difference. For a particular voltage, you might have calculated the current, and then you might have plotted them in a graph paper. And if you'd have forgot to bring that graph paper, you would have like sent out of the lab, or some fine, or some kind of good amount of scolding would have been done, like given to you. But at the end, when you got the points, if you are doing that particular experiment like honestly, if you're not cheating, if you're not copying the values and all, then you will agree with me that you got these random dots. They were not along a straight line. You might have got like this, kahin idhar, kahin idhar, kahin idhar. And your teacher would have told you that no, it should be a straight line. But no matter how many times you repeat this value, you repeat this experiment, you always get this kind of dotted line. Tell me, why do you get this kind of dotted line? Why don't you get a direct straight line? It's not related to this. Tell me why you don't get a direct straight line. However, it should be a straight line. Yes, few of you got it. Because the measurement devices that you were using during that lab or during that experiment, they were not accurate. They were not having zero. They were not accurate, or they were not errorless. They were having some kind of error also. You might have done some kind of error. There might be some kind of problem in the error. Like there might be some kind of lack of calibration in the devices. They might not have been calibrated properly. Okay? So there are so many reasons. Because of that, an ammeter or voltmeter can give you some wrong values. So because of that, you might have got this random sum value. And when you got this, your teacher, if he was a good teacher, if he or she knows the thing, then he or she might have told you कि हाँ ऐसा कुछ आएगा. Otherwise, they would have scolded you. No, you have not done it correctly. You should get a straight line. आराम से. ठीक है? So finally, आपने क्या किया होगा? जबरदस्ती straight line किया होगा. Finally, if you got these 2 points, third point, you will change them in such a way that you get a straight line. Even if you're getting this point, but you will do, what you will do, you will just find out a value. For I, you will find out a value and you'll just quote that in that particular table. This is V, this is I, these are the values, and they will make a straight line. Your teacher must have been very happy then. Right? ऐसा ही किया था ना आपने? But ऐसा नहीं करने का था. Alright? चलो. Anyway. But V is equal to IR is not the only expression for Ohm's law. ठीक है? V is equal to IR is not the only expression for Ohm's law. ठीक है? तो है क्या? बताता हूं देखो. So right now we have talked about that J is equal to I divided by A, and I divided by A is equal to क्या है बच्चा? Just now we have figured out NE into VD. All right? NE into VD. If I ask you to put the value of VD here, tell me what is the value of VD? So I can write I divided by A is equal to N into. What is the value of VD? बच्चा लोग बताइए जरा. Small e, capital E, tau divided by small m. स्मॉल m या कैपिटल M? स्मॉल m, राइट? मास क्या होता है? व्हाट इज दिस स्मॉल m? Mass of an electron, right? This is what's mass of an electron. What is this tau? The average time between two successive collision. What is this capital E? External electric field, right? So now small e into small e will become e square. So let me write it either directly. So n e square capital E tau divided by small m. All right guys, समझ में आया क्या? Okay. Now tell me what will be the value of E if I consider a conductor like this, if it has been maintained or across the end of this conductor, if potential difference V is maintained across it, and if the length of this wire, if the length of this not wire, the conductor is let's say L, tell me what will be the value of capital E. QE. Tell me what will be the value of capital E if you know potential difference across these 2 points is V and length is L. VL और V by L. सब भांग खा के आया है। प्रतीश भांग खा के आया क्या रे? चलो या V by L। उसके पहले कुछ और भी चीजें करके दिखाता हूं मैं आपको। See, if I write this I by as J, ठीक है, थोड़ा लिखता हूं इसको और सिंप्लीफाई करता हूं, मैं दूसरे फॉर्म में एक्सप्लेन करता हूं। J is equal to, if I write this as n e square divided by m into E. Tell me what are these values? Can you change them? For a material, if you fix the material, if you fix the conductor, can you change the value of this? No, right? So can I say for a material, J can be written as, for a material or for a conductor, to be more precise, for a conductor, I can say J is directly proportional to E. J is, yeah, tau bhi rahega, sorry, I missed that tau value. Yeah, tau will also be there. That can also be like this tau value will also be unchanged for a material. Kya ho raha hai? You cannot change the value of tau for a material, right? It will be constant for a material. So can I say current density will be directly proportional to electric field? All right. So this is, can I say constant for a material? So we define this term. Let me make a gola here. ठीक है? We define this term as sigma. इसको क्या बोला हमने? Sigma. What is this sigma? This is not stress. ये stress नहीं है. This is not surface tension. This is called as the conductivity of the material. क्या बोलते हैं इसको? Conductivity of the conductor or the material. ठीक है? So can I say this depends on the material? So now I can say that J will be directly proportional to E. So now I'll write this as J is equal to sigma into E. This equation or this relation is also called as Ohm's law. इसको भी क्या बोलते हैं हम लोग? Ohm's law. This is one of the form of Ohm's law. ठीक है बच्चा लोग, कभी कभी in objective questions they will not write V is equal to IR and they will ask you which one of the equation represents Ohm's law, and they'll use this equation instead of using this. What has exactly happened? Guys, click yes if you can hear me and see the blackboard clearly. Thank you for your patience, guys. Sorry for the interruption. Guys, please click yes if you can hear me and see the blackboard clearly. Thank you. बहुत बढ़िया. चलो तो yeah, we were talking about Ohm's law, right? We got one of the form of Ohm's law, that is J will be directly proportional to external electric field that will be applied. All right. So J is inverse directly proportional to E, or J can be written as sigma into E. So this is also one of the form of Ohm's law. Acha, how do we get that V is equal to IR? From here, how do we get V is equal to IR? Let us find out. For that reason, I have considered this as the conductor. Okay? Let me say this is that conductor I'm talking about. If this is that conductor. अब बताइए, If this is that conductor, tell me what will be the external electric field that will be present here because of this battery. You have already answered. What is that? That will be V divided by L, right? That will be V divided by L. So can I write this J is equal to I divided by A is equal to sigma into E can be written as V divided by L. ठीक है? I can write E is equal to V divided by L because potential difference is constant. ठीक है? So I can say directly E will be equal to V divided by L. Now from this part I will write V is equal to V will be equal to 1 by sigma L divided by A into I. Correct, guys? What I'm saying V will be equal to 1 by sigma. This will come here to 1 by sigma into L. L will be in the numerator divided by A. So V is equal to 1 by sigma into L by A into I. So this is conductivity. 1 by conductivity is called as resistivity. This is called as, let me use an yellow color here, yellow color. Okay. So this is called as resistivity. And we denote this resistivity with rho only. इसको किससे denote करते हैं? Rho से. So now I can say this as V is equal to rho L divided by A into I. Got it, guys? V is equal to rho L divided by A into I. What is this rho? A resistivity. What is the value of rho? 1 by sigma. On what are the parameters this sigma depends? This sigma depends on number of free electrons per unit volume, charge of electron, tau and m. That means on the material. So rho will be constant for a material. Right, bacha? Kya hoga? Rho will be constant for a material. What about L and A? That means now I can say that this is depending on a material and the geometrical configuration also. So I am going to write this as for a material of specified dimensions, I can say that V will be directly proportional to I. यही होता है ना? So for a material of specified dimension, that means dimensions will be constant. You can't change the dimension and then you say, okay, V must be proportional to I. No. First, material has to be same, and second, the dimension should be remain same. ऐसा नहीं कि मैंने अभी I am considering an iron block. Now I'll consider the same iron block of twice the length. No. Then in that case, V will not be directly proportional to I. You might get something else. थोड़ा गलत आपको आंसर मिलेगा, right? तो for material of specified dimension or for of a particular dimension, V will be directly proportional to I. Now, what is this constant called as? So this constant rho L by A, this is called as a resistance. So क्या बोलते हैं बच्चा लोग? This is called as resistance, and we denote this as R. We denote this resistance as R. So what will be the value? How can I now represent this? Now I can write this as V is equal to I into R, or you can say R into I. This is what you have studied as Ohm's law. So this is also Ohm's law. Guys, did you understand this? Click yes if you have understood Ohm's law. Okay, acha, one more thing. What is this V? What is this V? Potential difference. Don't get confused. What is this V? V is the potential difference across the conductor or resistor. Take or across a resistance. R is the resistance of the material. What is I? Current flow. ठीक है? Please इसको याद रखिएगा. Guys, click yes if you have understood this, or let me know if you have any doubt in this one. Click yes if you have understood this, or let me know if you have any doubt in this one. जल्दी से बताओ बच्चा लोग. चलो, thank you. बहुत बढ़िया. If you have understood this, try to get the answer for this question. क्या हो गया? Okay, let me change it. Wait for a minute. Because of this internet, everything is going. Why can't I make myself host? Okay guys, let me leave the meeting from here. Okay, कुछ तो इश्यू हो रहा है. Wait guys, wait. I am unable to make myself host here. I can't even make co-host. Wait, I'll restart this meeting. Let me leave it. Guys, please try to solve this. I'll sort it out, don't worry. Okay, it's okay. I'll start the video from the co-host only. Guys, if you have any doubt now, please reply to co-host account. For today, please reply to co-host account, okay? If you have any doubt, so please reply, please type your answer or the doubt in co-host account. Sorry guys, there's so many things that is going on today. I don't know what is going on here. चलो बच्चों, जल्दी से आंसर करो इसका. So I'm getting some answers here. Into 10 to the power minus 4. Okay, some of you are saying 13 also. देखते हैं. Unless you are not committing any blunders during calculation, you might have got the correct answer. So calculate the resistance of an aluminium wire of length 50 centimeter and cross section area 2 millimeter square. The resistivity of aluminium is 2.6 into 10 to the power minus 8 ohm meter. All right. Acha, what is this resistivity? That rho. What is the unit of resistivity? Ohm meter. वो सब समझ में आएगा आपको, right? क्या प्रॉब्लम है? नहीं, ठीक है, चलो. Pritish, please message me on the co-host account. I can see. Okay, so there's so many of you who have answered actually, and the answers are mostly 65 into 10 to the power minus 4. Yeah, तो 65 तो common है almost सबका. देखते हैं क्या correct answer है. So we have to find the resistance. So R will be equal to rho L divided by A. What is the value of rho बच्चा लोग? 2.6 into 10 to the power 8 into length is what? Length कहाँ दिया है? 50 centimeter 10 to the power minus 2 divided by cross section area 2 millimeter square. So 2 into 10 to the power minus 6. All right, these many ohms. So unit of resistance is what? Unit of resistance is ohm. ठीक है, small o and hm, or you can write this as in the symbol ohm. ठीक है, इसको ओमेगा भी पढ़ते हैं. So R will be in terms of ohm and this is the answer. ठीक है, I hope you might have done the same thing. सब लोगों ने यही किया ना? If you have done the same thing, then you have got the correct answer. Well done guys. अब थोड़ा अच्छा सवाल करते हैं, इसको करो आंसर. Now tell me the correct answer for this one. If a wire is stretched to double to its length, yes Rohinish. If wire is stretched to double to its length, find the new resistance if original resistance of the wire was capital R. Find out the answer. Find out the answer. Same. ओहो, क्या बात है, इतना क्विक, फ्लैश से भी ज्यादा. सेम कैसे होगा भैया? If the wire is stretched to double to its length, find the new resistance if original resistance of the wire was capital R. I'm getting 2R, 4R, 2R by 2. Okay, R by 2. Okay, ठीक है, बहुत सारे लोगों ने आंसर किया. But most of you are going for either 4R or 2R. मतलब सिर्फ लेंथ चेंज कर दिया है ना. Guys, if you are stretching a wire, yes Ganesh, correct. If you are increasing the length by stretching it, do you think area will remain same? Tell me the reason na. Those who are considering this double ho gaya, to like R is equal to rho L by A, so L will be double, so R will be R2 into R. If you increase its length, its area will decrease. All right, you are stretching it. Which parameter will remain constant here? Which parameter will remain constant? Yes, volume will be constant. It will be, why this is इतना पतला क्यों आ रहा है यार? Volume will be constant. How do you write the volume of a wire? Area into length. A into L will be constant. A1 L1 will be equal to A2 into L2. All right guys, or you can write this as ऐसे लिखता हूं, no problem. So from this part I can say A2 will be equal to, or this will be constant K or C. So A into L is C. If length will be doubled, tell me what will happen to area. If length will be doubled, what will happen to area? Product of A into L should be same. So if length is 2L, A should be A by 2. Then only 2 and 2 get cancelled and AL will remain same. Right? So if length is doubled, area will become half. All right, area will become half. तो लिखते हैं फिर इधर R2, ठीक है, मैं ऐसे लिखता हूं R2 will be equal to, rho तो will remain same because if you stretch it, the material is not going to change, तो rho का rho रहेगा, into L2 divided by A2. So I will write this as rho into 2L1 divided by A1 by 2. So I'll write this as 4 into rho L1 divided by A1. Initially, when length was L1, area is A1. What is the resistance? So original resistance was R. So I can write this as 4 into R. R2 is what? 4 into R. So I can see 50% of you have got the correct answer, not more than that. So 50% of you have got the correct answer. Others, you got confused, you have got the incorrect answer. Few of you were saying R by 2. Few of you were saying 2R. कुछ लोगों ने same भी बोला. So that is not the correct answer. ये हमारा correct answer है. चलो, now let us move on to next question. देखते हैं कितने लोग का सही होता है. ये थोड़ा interesting है. Come on guys, solve this. Don't try to solve it in a very lengthy way. I need a solution. I need an answer in a simpler way. बहुत आसान तरीके से आंसर आना चाहिए. अच्छा, how many of you studied error analysis? How many of you have studied error analysis? Or you know how to calculate the error analysis or error in a mathematical equation? 5, 6. Okay, now you can see some blue hand. कुछ लोगों ने किया है. That's it. That's very good. Yeah, so many of you. If you know error analysis, आप आराम से निकाल लो. Because during error analysis, we have done the similar kind of operations. Okay, I have got one answer from Mohit, 2%. Darshan has answered. Come on guys, solve it fast. बहुत ही आसान है. अभिषेक has answered 2%. Okay, सबका 2 ही आया क्या? मोहित, दर्शन, अभिषेक, किशोर, पूर्वी, प्रज्वल, किरण, हर्षला, प्रीतीश, गौतम. Okay, there's so many of you have answered actually. That's very good. Meghana, come on guys, solve this. Those who have not got the correct answer, please attempt it. I'll try to cover it. Don't worry, Atharv. I'll try to cover it. थोड़ा सा बताऊंगा. For one type of error. Okay. 1.5 ये नया है, दिस इज न्यू. ओके 2, अच्छा 1, 1.5, 3. मैं सॉल्व करता हूं, ठीक है. देखिए व्हाट इज द वैल्यू ऑफ दिस रेसिस्टेंस. रेसिस्टेंस क्या होता है बच्चा लोग, ध्यान से देखना. कुछ चीजें ऐड मैं कुछ पढ़ाऊंगा आपको, उसको ध्यान से पढ़ना. R is what? Rho L divided by A. If I ask you to find the relative error in R, कैसे निकालते हो? चेंज निकालते हो ना, चेंज इन R by R, that is the relative error, or the difference in R divided by R is the relative error or fractional error, ऐसे जो करते थे ना. तो you will write, you might have studied this. Delta R by R is equal to delta rho by rho plus delta L by L plus delta A by A. पढ़ा है कि नहीं पढ़ा है आपने? You might have studied this, right? ये आपने पढ़ा होगा ऐसे. All right, but think about this. If length will be increased by 1%, tell me how the area will change. If length will be increased by 1%, what will be the change in area? बताओ बच्चा लोग. 1/2. अरे अरे या डिक्रीजेस बाय 1%, ऐसा बोल सकते हैं ना, ठीक है. बट एक चीज का ध्यान देना यहाँ पे. इन दिस क्वेश्चन, in this particular equation, this positive sign should be a negative sign actually. Now you might think, sir, why do you say that there should be negative sign? We have studied for every kind of error this will be positive, but bacha, this is only valid. Let me put this in a box and let me make a statement here. This is valid for range or indeterminate error. ऐसा याद करना आप, क्या था हमारे लिए? Indeterminate error, और जिसको random error कहते हो, where errors will be what? Where errors will be in the form of range, plus minus. But do you have range here or do you have fixed sign? याद करो, random error क्या होता था? Plus minus something. You will get plus minus something. Systematic error क्या होता था? Either plus, let's say plus x, or minus x, or minus y, कुछ भी. So a fixed sign will be there in systematic error. When we talk about random error, all the errors will be added. But when we talk about systematic error in division, the errors will be subtracted, not added. In this case, can I say that it is increased by 1%? मतलब क्या हुआ? Plus 1%. Area will be decreased by 1%, so minus 1%. So do we have plus minus both? No, we have only one sign, positive or negative. So in this case, we have to write delta R by R will be equal to delta rho by rho plus delta L by L minus delta A by A. In division, relative error will be subtracted in case of systematic error. ठीक है. But when you talk about random error, we know that error will never be subtracted, so we actually add them. But if you are having fixed sign, if you actually get this value using differential method, आपको यहाँ minus sign मिलता है. But when you talk about random error, you convert this minus into plus because error cannot be subtracted in case of random error. Got it? Now you have to put the value. What is the value of rho, delta rho by rho? This is what? Let do. Because density is not going to change. Sorry, resistivity is not going to change. So this will be 0. Now what is delta L by L? 1%. Minus, what is delta L A by A? Minus 1%. So what is the correct answer? All right, bachcha log. Guys, click yes if you have understood this. Guys, please click yes if you have understood this. Yes, Kiran, I know errors cannot be subtracted when we talk about random errors. In case of systematic errors, errors can be subtracted. In case of subtraction, their absolute error will be subtracted. in case of division their relative errors will be subtracted. You will not find this in any of the book. किसी बुक में ये नहीं दिया जाता, एक आध कोई छोटा मोटा बुक पढ़ो तो उसमें मिल जाएगा, ठीक है, but this is the fact. Normally we don't study those things because if you're measuring anything, in that measurement random errors will always be there. तो हम बात करते हैं सिर्फ random error की. But if somebody asks you specifically about this systematic error, तो हम उसमें negative include करते हैं, ठीक है. Other with that lecture, yeah, it has been uploaded on class 11th. I have taken that class. Chalo, now get me an answer for this question. Come on guys, get me an answer for this question. Maruti, you don't have to derive that, आप सिर्फ उसको याद रखो, ठीक है. Systematic में if you are having a fixed sign, then in division the errors will be subtracted, relative errors will be subtracted. Now get me an answer for this question. First, what is the resistance across AB? Second question, resistance across CD. Third question, resistance across EF. Naren, what is your doubt? Sir, I is inversely proportional to resistance. Yeah, you can say that for a potential difference, for a fixed potential difference. Yeah, you can say that, bacha, no problem. If you are keeping voltage as constant and if you are changing the resistance, if you increase the resistance, current will decrease. If you decrease the resistance, current will increase. Chalo, now try to get the answer for this question. All the dimensions are given to you in this question. This length is small a, this length is small b, this length is small c. Yeah, resistivity is rho. You can consider resistivity is rho here. Specific resistance is also called as resistivity, or resistivity is also called as specific resistance. Okay, don't worry, this is not a new term. This is what is nothing but this resistivity only. We also called resistivity as specific resistance. All right, now get the answer for first question. ध्यान से देखना क्या होगा करेक्ट आंसर बच्चा लोग. Give me the answer across AB first. Give me an answer for resistance across AB. जल्दी बताइए. अलग अलग आंसर. रो सी बाई ए बी. ओके, रो बी सी बाई ए सी. क्या बोल रहे हो ये? रो सी बाई ए बी. ओके, ठीक है. रो बी बाई ए सी. You can use P as the rho. ठीक है, to write rho you can write P instead. I'll understand. Okay, so most of you have got the correct answer. ठीक है, देखो मैं solve करता हूँ. ठीक है, this is not that tough. I have included this question here just to understand, for you to understand that which length we need to consider, which area we need to consider. Okay, so when we talk about resistance is equal to rho L divided by A, then what is L here? Let me make it very very clear. Length is what? L is what? Length of current travel. ये क्या होता है बच्चा लोग? Length of current travel. So length across which, length along which the current will travel. What is area A? This is the cross section area. Cross section area normal to the flow of current. All right, bachcha log. So what is this area A? Area is the cross section area normal to the flow of current. Now if it will be clear to you, now you can get the answer for each one of them आराम से. देखिए, first one across AB. I have asked you to find the resistance across AB. AB मतलब क्या है? ये नीचे और ये ऊपर. And if you're having a cuboid, that means you are connecting a battery like this. This is the meaning. ठीक है? That means you are connecting a battery like this. So what will be the resistance across AB? ठीक है? Tell me, what will be the length of, or what will be the length of current flow here? So current will flow in this direction. So this will be the length of current flow. What is that length? C. है ना? तो क्या लिखेंगे, रो इंटू, सो आर ए सी ए बी is equal to rho into C divided by what is the cross section area which is perpendicular, which is normal to the current flow. Current is flowing from upar se niche, so cross section area is this part and that is constant. I don't have to worry about anything. Everywhere the cross section area is what bachcha log, constant, hai na? Everywhere the cross section area is constant, and what is that value here in this case, B into A. This area, it is a rectangle, so A into B, तो नीचे मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे. So this is the answer. All right, bachcha log. Now second question. Across CD. So RCD. Tell me what will be the value. The rho into. Now CD part dekhiye. That means I have to connect a battery like this. ठीक है? So current will flow in this direction. ठीक है? In this direction like this. So what will be the length of current travel? B, right? B will be the length of current travel. So rho into B divided by what is the cross section area which is normal to the current flow. Current will flow like this. Cross section area is nothing but this one. And what is the area of this part? A into C. है ना बच्चा लोग? A into C. Yes बच्चा. A into C. Now tell me what will be the resistance across EF. I expect you to answer this question correctly. Tell me what will be the resistance across EF. Come on बच्चा, इसका correct answer होना चाहिए. Very good. Yeah, now I am getting correct answer. Screen नहीं काम कर रहा है? Yeah, it's working. It's working fine. ठीक है, तो क्या correct answer बताइए? तो length of current flow is what? A. What is the cross section area? This part, है ना? तो rho A divided by area is BC. तो rho A by BC. Guys, click yes if you have understood this. बच्चा लोग, please click yes if you have understood this part. This is very very important. ठीक है? चलो, बहुत बढ़िया, धन्यवाद. Now next topic is grouping of resistances, but it's 6:42. I can't start that topic. ठीक है, तो कुछ और questions करता हूं. Let me ask you this question. बहुत आसान है. Yeah. If you're having a hollow cylinder like this, if you're having a hollow cylinder, okay, इसको ऐसे join कर दो. The radius of outer shell, these are the, this shaded portion is what? This solid portion. The unshaded is hollow one. All right, ये पूरा ऐसे, ये तो पीछे वाला दिखेगा नहीं, no problem. If length is L, inner radius is Ri is R and R naught is 2R, length is L, resistivity is rho, find out the value of R. बताओ बच्चा लोग, tell me what will be the value of R. Tell me what will be the value of R. Just don't follow anything blindly. First of all, this question is incomplete. If I ask you find the value of R, you should ask me about which or across which 2 points. You cannot find the answer just like this. Find the resistance of this. You should ask me, sir, across which 2 point? Across which 2 point you are connecting the battery? What is the direction of current flow? If I connect a battery at this end and this end, then the resistance will be different. If I connect a battery at the inner part and the outer part, across the inner and outer surface, then the resistance will be different. So you should ask me across which 2 points you want me to find the resistance. Okay? So if I ask you, let me call this as point A, this is point B. So if this is RAB, the first question is find RAB. Okay? Second is, if inner surface is, let's say, P, outer surface is Q, तो find RPQ. ठीक है? तो दो क्वेश्चंस हैं. First question, if I connect a battery like this, then what will be the resistance that this conductor will exhibit? Okay. Now second question, if I connect a battery at the inner surface, one of the terminal at the inner surface, other terminal at the outer surface, then tell me what is the direction of current in this case बच्चा लोग? It will be radially, ये कहां से जाएगा? ऐसे जाएगा ना इधर से, radially outward. So in this case, current will move flow in radially outward direction. But if you connect a battery like this, what will be the direction of current flow? It will be along the longitudinal axis. So both of them क्या है? उल्टा उल्टा है. समझ में आ रही बात? In one of the case, the direction of current is along the axis, along the longitudinal axis. In second case, the direction of current is along radial direction, either inward or outward, depending on how you connect the battery. Okay, so please consider this as a homework for you, as an homework assignment. So tomorrow we'll solve this question. Time ho gaya hai, so most of you will feel कि sir भूख लगी है. So thank you guys, thank you for attending the class. आज के लिए बस इतना ही. Stay safe, stay healthy. Good night guys, enjoy Madi. Bye bye, take care.